Hello everybody. Well, hello Fox. Fox is the only one I'm watching. For some reason he says fudge, but uh, hello and welcome to an evening with the gang, with just me at the moment. I don't know if anyone's going to turn up sooner or later or not, or if not, I'll be here, but it'll probably be an hour and a half, same as normal. But hopefully someone's going to watch and come into the chat and give me something to talk about, or I'll just sit here quietly and have a nap or something. But it's Thursday, so here I am, even if nobody else is. Right. This week, I've mostly not been doing very much. I've done. Oh, there we go. Over there somewhere. About there. There it is. I have just finished the TIE Striker, which is the second in my build series of the Star Wars Rogue One U-Wing pack, and the second part that doesn't actually contain a U-Wing. So there you go. All done with decals and a little bit of weathering, just sort of darkening it down a bit, not really heavy weathering on there. So I've just snapped it onto the supplied stand. I won't be using that. I'll be building some sort of diorama around it when it's completed, because obviously that goes with the two little tank things from previously. So I have those building up. The next thing on the pile is indeed the U-Wing itself. Honest, I've been sort of saying it's the U-Wing build, and it hasn't been a U-Wing yet, but it will be very soon, and that's the next thing in the pile to do. And after that, I'll be doing another E-Models build. Right, let's see what we got. Fox is in. He says, "What did you have for tea?" And looks cool. Tea tonight, I had spaghetti. Not exciting, sorry, but you know, that's the way it goes. Shane Youngs is in. Hello, Chris. Trust you're well. Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. I think I might be coming down with a bit of a cold, but not terribly, and not, you know, you just get on with it, don't you? Chris Campling's in. Hello, everyone. Evening, Chris. Fox is there saying hello to them. Mark Scale Models in. Hi, all. And Shane Young says hi, Fox. And yeah, everyone's chatting amongst themselves. Apparently, there's 10 of you watching. So if you're not one of the 1, 2, 3, 4 people that are in chat, then come into chat, because, you know, otherwise it's just me here. Chris says he's getting over his cold himself. Yeah, well, if you're on camera, come and join me, Chris. It's not a problem. You got the link. It's in the Growth Gang chat. Save me talking to myself. But Chris Henderson, evening all, and Boring Models is saying hi. Is that because I just said to come and join in chat, or did you just get here and there's 12 there now? So were you two were not watching, and then you are, and now you've joined the chat? I don't know. It's all very confusing to me. The other thing I've just done tonight. Where'd I put? I had them a minute ago. There we go. Spoons. Because my next E-Models build, I'm going to be doing one of the planes in metallic. I've picked up some C1 metallizer from them, from emodels.co.uk. Make something awesome. And I've just been having some fun with some spoons. So I've done some primer and some chrome I put onto these, just to compare and contrast them all. Basically, don't use white primer. It's rubbish. It's a little bit metallic, but not really, and it's a bit patchy, and I don't know if that was me or if it was it. Basically, do use black gloss primer, because that's lovely. It's shiny and great. Spiddy Q8 did ask me how it puts up with wear, so I've been playing with my spoons and just sort of rubbing it and scratching it with nails and things, and it's holding up quite well. It's gone a little bit more sort of matte, but even just sort of buffing it on my trousers a little bit brings it back to mostly a shine, although the metallic bit does seem to wear down a bit, so you can't play with it too much, because the metallic buffing does seem to wear off, and it was going back down to more black. But for normal day-to-day, yeah, don't rub it, but it will do. Right, we've got a few people in. I've got my mouse ready to go. What we got? Hi Fox, getting over cold. Boring Models just got here. I can't remember who it is. Boring Models is a name that I didn't recognise, but then I did, because he told me who it was. It's someone that's been here before, but I we know you now as Borry, so that's it. Chris Crampling says it's the Chris Show. Yeah, well, even if you come along, it's still the Chris Show, isn't it? Chris squared. Fox says us Northerners don't get colds because we're not feeble Southerners. Yeah, but we get colds, but we just man through it. Whereas you lot, if you had cold, you'd be shut down and no one would be working in the pit and stuff. Vincent's in, Mr. Lothmore making. See if he can join in for a bit if I'm not too late. And the missus at the missus. Right, he's not here at the moment, but he might be in later. You never know. He normally turns up in like 2 minutes too, but it's obviously a bit later tonight. Darren strides in. Hello all. Chris is going to start building the Lego Saturn V now. Yeah, that's a good build. I saw you had pictures of that. I can see mine. It's over there. It's big. Up from the floor, it stands about this tall. So you'll enjoy doing that. For some reason, Fox is just listing all the names and saying hello. And Fox says, buffing on your pants is a terrible idea because it's impossible to wash out. Don't ask me how I know. They're not good pants. Trust me. They're just normal. Yeah. I'm not going to show you. Borrow Model says it's Adrian. Yeah, I knew it was. I forget again. I forget who you are. Yeah, I'll read it now, but yeah, I won't remember. But thank you. Fox says colds get us. Not in Soviet Russia. Colds get you. Hello, Fox. Bad pants. They're not bad pants. They're just not great pants. They're functional. They stop my legs getting cold. That's pretty much what I need from a pair of pants. And that does it. It's not pants. It's trousers. I'm not American. It might be Thanksgiving Day today, but I'm still not American. So I don't know. I'm not calling them pants because pants are what you wear under your trousers. What you do around here. Right. So that's everything. 16 people watching. Just me. Oh, I feel all nervous and exposed. Not exposed because I'm wearing trousers. But yeah, I don't really have much else to talk about. What I've been doing on Sundays is moving all my stuff out of the way. Oh, I haven't shown you. I've been painting a head, which I turned off the autofocus, didn't I? Let me open up the camera thingy. One of these has got zoom things on it. There it is. It's got focus, so I can focus in on his head. I've been painting him. First time doing a resin bust. I do need to finish off. I've been letting the oil paints I've been using dry a bit. So yeah, I do need to do some more highlights and shadowing on him. But it's coming out quite well, considering I've not done figures and busts and things before. I'm quite happy with the way he's progressing. Right, other than that, I say on Sundays, I've been doing the War Hamster evening show. Building the Dark Elder Raider. Let me get rid of all the stuff that I've just opened up on top of the window, which is coming along. I do need to do, I think I'm going to do some dry brushing onto the deck on this in a metallic, probably in like a gold, maybe a silver, probably a silvery chrome sort of metallic in there on Sunday evening after Fox's show during the daytime. But I have pretty much finished, I think, the people themselves. Again, I'll open up the window again and find the zoomy thing. There it is, the focusy zoomy thing. There you go. So they've got lots of. I was going to say you can't see it with that thing in the way, but it's not in the way for you, is it? I need to do something with like the heads and the helmets to make them stand out a little bit more. But they're getting there. I was worried that it was going to be too much gold, but apparently you can't do too much gold on 40k stuff because it should just have all the gold everywhere all the time. Other than that, the only other big thing that I've got to do is the sail. I've got to figure out some sort of colour that I can do the sail that's going to complement the black and gold quite well. Any suggestions gratefully accepted, but we'll figure it out and sort something out. Fox says it's Dr. McGuffin's functional pants trademark. Patent pending. Shane Young says, why is it that when you have good clothes on instead of old gear, you always spill paint or glue down them? It's one of those, it's like dropping toast. if you drop toast, it's always going to land butter side down, no matter what. Unless, no, I don't think there is an unless. I think they always land butter side down, especially on carpet. Pretty much, I think it's one of the universal constants, isn't it? Clothes. But it's the order of things, yep. Fox is asking, have you done any shades or washes on the dudes? No, I haven't done any shady washes on them at all yet. Yeah, I don't know. They need something, obviously, once they've finished once I've done the heads. They'll need something. I don't know what shady washes does it need? Just a normal, not necessarily known oil, but just a plain wash, just to bed them down and dirty them up a little bit, or is there some sort of special Warhammer-esque finishing process that I need to go through? While you're here, I might as well ask you questions. Since you're eating dinner, not actually coming on camera with me, because, you know. What happens if you tie the toast butter side up to the back of a cat and drop that? I think the cat probably eats you on the way down while you're trying to strap the toast to it, because cats don't like things like that, do they? There was something I read about giving cats pills, and the first stage is to lock all the doors and then, you know, close them in the bathroom where there's no way they can escape, and then provide bandages and everything ready to go, because it's going to hurt. Right, well, while I'm here, I'm not going to actually do anything, but I'll have a nose through the U-wing, or what the bits I've got left in the U-wing. I've got one stand, because I used the one stand on the other thing. I've got most of the decals, an instruction book, and a variety of colours on this. It's very strange. I'm not sure. Let me drop that back in there. Most of it's going to be the sort of off grey white, as it is on the sprues, and it looks like the wings are just one piece. There's not really any building to do on the wings. They just go in. We've got top and bottom of things, engines, which again are one piece. They're actually fully round on the sprue there. That's interesting. We've got the seated people, but again, not a standing one, because rules. That'd be quite interesting. Bits of engines. More bits of engines, I think. Pretty much just a big tube with engines. One cockpit. And some landing gear that I don't know. I haven't decided as yet what to do with the landing gear. I'll be doing a diorama based around this, as I have with other previous 144 Star Wars things. Done the Hoth one and the Jakku one. So this is going to be the Scarif one. So somehow I've got to figure out some sort of sandy beach, some water, and some palm trees. So that's going to be an interesting experiment in how to do. The water is, again, not a problem too much. I've seen lots of people do water. Palm trees, I'm going to have to Google and look up and figure out how to make those in 144 scale. They're obviously going to be quite, I don't know, total-ish, maybe. Right, let's see. Fox says, Agrax Earthshade for everything except the gold, which gets Raglan Flesh Shade. Then you layer over layer and highlight colours. Equal Pizzins and evening all. Mr. Loth Vincent says, base wash layer, more layer optional, highlighting. John says, yo Chris, hello all, yo. Evening John, or morning John, and happy Thanksgiving Day for American people. Right, Fox says what Vincent said. First color coat is the base coat before all the interesting stuff. This chat's gonna disappear, and I can watch it back on the video, but I won't watch me back on the video. So I'll have to ask you about it later, and you can send it to me in a message that I can read again, because I'll forget. Base wash layer, more layer, highlighting. Okay, I'm gonna forget that. Everyone's talking to each other. Fox is telling Vincent, I did send him off to watch Duncan ages ago. You know, he knows and just messing. I don't know. I've watched some of Duncan's. I haven't watched all of it yet. I was more worried about finishing this one and then doing the Turek tank thing that you sent me very kindly, properly. I'm not so worried about doing this one properly. That one's the one that's going to be done by the book from the start. Absolutely, you know, Warhammer-esque. So, yeah. Darren asks, if you butter both sides of the toast, does it land on its edge? Oh, that's a science experiment, he says. Yeah. Maybe it doesn't land. No, it's got to land. If you don't butter it, it might not land because there's no butter for it to land on. It might just hover and rotate. It's interesting. Vincent says baking it, basically picking out details when doing the base can be fun as well. Yeah. Shane Young's asking if everyone's okay. The cat would simply spin. Oh, there you go. Fox says, I think with the cat, it would simply spin endlessly above the floor. Cats always land on their feet. Yep. John's enjoying Thanksgiving. Good. Vincent says, get the Paint app. Our job here is done. I've got the Paint app. Look, it's on my phone somewhere. There it is. I've got the Paint app. I've even looked at it. I've put in the paints I've got as well. Look. Got little Paint app. Inventory and wish list. Look, see, it's got little things saying I've got a colour. I haven't got very many colours, I must admit. But yeah, that's when I've decided what I'm doing with the Turok tank thing. I shall be putting in what I want to do and then putting in wish lists and going into the Warhammer shop and getting just what's on the wish list, not lots of other things. Because I don't understand why everyone has trouble with Warhammery going into shops and buying too much stuff. You just buy what's on your list. It's easy. Cat Paint app. Fox says, do the thing properly so that when you get to the Toroks, you'll know what properly is and how to do it. It's all about fun and learning, though, isn't it? We don't follow the steps. End up with 200 quid of paint by the time you're ready. Well, that's they like 250, 3 quid a pot, aren't they? So I'm talking about 100 pots. It's probably a bit more than I need. Dad's in. Hi, Dad. Is there a way to transfer the wish list to the shopping cart? I've not tried shopping online. I don't think the app is connected in that way, so I don't think you can do anything like that automatically. But I'll just take the phone into the shop and pick them up from the shelf and pay them money. Fox says, look up gold, for example, and that will tell you what colour to use. Well, for gold, I think we need gold. That would be my guess. I don't know that you need other colours other than gold when you're doing gold because it's just gold. And Fox says, hey, Dad, and there is no app connection to the store. See, I knew these things, even though I didn't know. I've rediscovered Dr. Pepper. I used to drink it a lot and then stopped and just never really picked any up, but I've gone back to it again now. So there you go. Fox says, look up gold right now and read it out. Right now, he says. He's shouting. He's typing in bold. Paint by colour. Gold. Which gold? You got weathered bronze, light brass, gold, bronze, copper, brass. Or faction colours. I'll just do gold, shall I? That's what you said, gold. It says use Retributor armour. That's all it says. Honest. Because I got that one. Look, it says I've got that one. It just says use Retributor armour. I don't know why you need shades. You don't need shades because it's gold. You've already done gold. Layers and edge highlights, different golds. And the shade is Reichland Flesh Shade, as indeed he said. I know he's right. I hate him when he's right. But that's red, isn't it? It looks red in the thing. I haven't got that because I haven't ticked it off. But I'm not doing gold. You're going to make me go to Warhammer shop and buy some other gold. So no, I've got gold. Right. Vincent says, doing a Stormcast army. I know it by heart now. It's sad, I know. Dad says he's going to have to scroll through and then shop. Foxy's laughing because I said he typed in bold. He did. Vincent says Retributor, Reichland, Auric Liberator. I think that's what it said. Was that what it said? Reichland, Auric, Armor Gold, and Liberator Gold. Yeah. So, yes, apparently. And it makes it look like that. It even shows you what it looks like when you do it, which is the nice thing about the app, assuming it works. Although if you dry brush it, It's different. It's the same. Oh no, it changes the last bit. You dry brush Auric Armor Gold, and then you dry brush Sigmarite over the top instead of Liberator Gold. It's slightly lighter colour, but it makes it look darker. I don't know how that works. It's very strange. Retributor, he says. Where's that? Because you can paste it on one side of your toast. Ah. I remember the guy who paints all those backpacks. Hashtag Mr. Loth says. Vincent says. Yeah, I don't know that it's one guy. They've probably got a team, backpack team. Yeah, they don't do everything, do they? For some reason, Fox is triggered. I don't know what I said. What did I say? Retributor. I don't know. It's annoying that the app in the way that it doesn't tell you everything. Because I want to pick paint by miniature, and I want to pick the Turok thing, and it's not in here. Unless they've added it yesterday or something. LMNOPQRSTT Tomb Tazanga Talos. See, there's no Turok thingy on it, so I can't paint it. Doesn't tell me what to do. The burning head looks cool. That's quite. That's just orange flame, but yeah, you can go through that. Right, he is saying Retributor, you spoon. Emphasis on bu. Retributor. You can do it either way you like. Retributor. It's one of these national things. You can say it in different ways. It's not wrong. It's just a local dialect. You can't say it's wrong. That's like saying that Bath is right, and clearly it's Bath. Fox says there's a 3-part Torox painting series on Warhammer TV. Okay. I'll have to watch that then. But I bet he's not doing it in the colour I want, though. I'm thinking orange. I don't know why. I think the blue is the traditional Warhammer Marine colour, so I don't want to do that. And I don't know, orange is quite nice. Green's more army type thing, and it's not an army thing, it's a space thing. So I'm thinking I'm going to do it in orange, because they're going to an orange planet, and it's going to blend in there, probably. So I'm going to have to look through a couple of different orange things on the app, and highlight those paints, and go and buy them paints. Boring Model says Fox is good at getting you to buy Citadel paints. Told me to buy a £20 Land Speeder Storm, which I did. I now also have 39 paints. Yeah, and Fox says you should be on commission. Should be on commission. Yeah, I think the local Warhammer store would end up having to pay out more in commission than they're making on things. Because, yeah. Then again, only 39. You were doing it wrong, says Fox. Yeah. 39. How many have I got? I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Oh, 17 or 18 paints up there without even trying. So yeah, I wanted some browns, so I went through, got 3 or 4 different browns, and then I've been picking them up as and when I need them. And obviously, I've got the first 2 issues of the what's it called, Warhammer Conquest thing, which were cheap paints. So I figured out I'd get them. Bismack71 says hello, Bismack. Never said I'd finished buying, says Borry. Oh, all right, Fox. How many Citadel paints have you got? Not counting the 2 of the ones you got 2 of because you didn't use the app properly and didn't mark it off as having had them. You went and bought them again. How many different Citadel paints have you got? Actually, everybody, not just Fox. Oh wait, it's fine. Yeah, my widest selection of paints. I've probably got about the same. I've got some Tamiya paints over here from way back when, and a stand of Vallejo over there. They're probably similar sort of quantities between the 2 of them. Although no, I've got the Mecha colours in the Vallejo now. I've got a few of them in the drawer behind me because I won't fit in there. So probably that's the most widespread paints that I've got. Vincent says 75-ish, I think, at the moment. Still missing a handful for the entire range of Stormcast dudes, but he has the bulk of what he needs for a 1 to 2k army. But you've got a long way to go. It's 40k, isn't it? You've got a long way to go before you get there. You're going to need lots more. Fox says, hold on, this will take a minute. It says minutes. Monutes. I don't know what he said there. He's obviously typing and eating at the same time. It's not working properly. So we'll just wait quietly while Fox goes and counts his paints. He might need to take his shoes off because it's going to be more than 10. Vincent says points, Chris. Yeah, I figured it was probably points rather than, but it's 40k. So does that mean you're allowed to have 40k in one army? How big of an army going to be if you can use 40,000 points? Borry says, can't tell you, don't play the game. Yeah, I've never played the game. I've played the X-Wing miniatures game, the little fly things. They're good, and the model was quite nice in those. I haven't repainted any because I haven't felt the need, but I have played that on occasion. But it takes so long to set up and get ready and do it, and then just so long. Fox says there are some I can't get to, but I would say 115 plus. Dad says I've got exactly 50. Wow, they've grown fast. Yeah, so they must multiply if you leave them in the dark. Probably. So Citadel paints grow without you noticing. Apparently is the theme. Right. Anything else happening to anybody in chat while I'm here, or anybody else in chat that's in the gang want to come along and join me on camera? Because I'm getting bored. I need somebody to talk to. If talking to you in the chat's fine, but it's very lonely. Boris says, when I worked for them, we had a very large ultramarine army at Goldine Demon. I paint, shall we say, a few rhinos. Oh, right. So you worked for Warhammer Citadel Games Workshop? They're all the same sort of people, aren't they? Really? When you say a very large ultramarine army, how many are you talking about? Fox says he appears to have an enormous bag of cheese and onion crinklies. Heaven. Don't know what heaven crinklies. I assume some sort of crisp. You've got to put them in a sandwich. That's a big discussion at the moment in my workplace with my brother. He doesn't like putting crisps in sandwiches, but everybody I talk to says yes. He put a Facebook post up on his own page saying that I put crisps in my sandwich, and I think one person out of about 30 replies said, oh, that's terrible, you can't do that. Everyone else was saying, yeah, what's wrong with that? It's fine. You can put crisps in sandwiches. It's great. Dad made a Citadel bottle hold the open thing. Yeah, he had a great. It's extendable for the big pots of like the terrain and the Allen oil. Darren Stray is asking if they're Northern crisps. Probably best crisps ever, apparently, according to Fox. Never heard of them. Crinklies. But Borry worked for Games Workshop. Can't remember the point size, but it was huge. Everyone painted figures, etc. for it. Apparently, there's one of the paint holdy things on its way to Fox. Proper pub snack food, says Fox. And he thanks Dad for sending him a Citadel paint holdy thing. I posted those stickers off to you as well, Dad, earlier. Or I put them in an envelope and sent them off to the post box. So they should be with you probably tomorrow or Saturday at the latest. But I put in a few of mine and one of the inept ones just to make sure you didn't run out, basically. Darren Stride will Google those. Yeah. What, you're Googling the crisps? You can probably get them on Amazon. You get most things on Amazon. Paul at Team Inept's good at ordering crisps from Amazon. He doesn't misread the pack size at all and order multi-packs when he doesn't think they're multi-packs and end up with like 5,000 packets of crisps being delivered to him at all. Never. He's never done that. Honest. Right. Well, it's been half an hour. It's only an hour to go. It's fine. I forgot to put my stand away when I had my box out. So let's put that out there. While I'm here, I might as well open up my Turks thing and have a nose in there. we have surprised it's only 2 sprues really. I was thinking from Fox's build of it that it was a bit more, and I'm assuming that there are optional bits on there. There's only one guy, I think. Oh, I can see 2 pairs of legs, so there must be 2 guys. One built into a chair, and one obviously that's going to go elsewhere. I can't tell what any of these bits are. There's a steering wheel. I can tell what that is. And that's obviously the top hatch covery thing. But none of it means anything to me at all. Something that might be ladders, but it might not. Definitely something gun related there. And that's either the top or the bottom or the back or something. They're the track things. I can tell you them. I don't know what any of these other little panels and things are on there. There's another hatch cover. I've got the hatch cover. I assume it's got 4 walls, but I don't know which is which. But the detail on them is very nice. There's lots of interior detailing and things that I have to play with. Let's see what we got. Oh, Kenneth, it says that's a very nice shirt, Chris. Makes you look very muscular and swole. What swole? What's swole mean? Don't know. Are you saying the shirt's too small for me? Is that because I've got, not exactly muscular, but I'm not a small person. That's the thing. John says he's got one of those myself. They look really cool. And Fox says he added parts from elsewhere. Yours is a Turok Prime, so it has 2 Tempestus dudes. And Fox is asking Kenneth, did he mean swole or small? I don't know what either of them things mean. Are they abbreviations? Don't know. Shane Youngs is trying to psych himself up to start the Revel Man fire truck. And Fox just putting letters in that don't actually make any sense. Small boy. I don't know. Meant small bra. I've not got a bra. It's all muscle. You don't need a bra when you're muscular. They're not saggy. Yeah, Kenneth missed out my face, which is exactly the same as the pictures that I posted in the group anyway, so you won't see any different. I haven't done anything else onto him yet. I will do. Still need to do some more highlighting on it, but I'm quite happy with how it's come out. So yeah, I'll get back to him at some point. But obviously tonight I'm here. I've got the spoon editing to do later, and that should be going up tomorrow, probably. The TIE Striker. I've been playing around. I've started a Patreon page where people can pay a small amount per month and help me buy paints, basically. I've tried the early access bit on that, so I put it up this morning, available to my patrons alone, and told it to go out of early access tomorrow morning. So I don't know what's going to happen. We'll figure it out. Fox will probably be able to tell me, actually. It's showing as unlisted on YouTube at the moment, so you can't find it when you search for it, but anyone can, in theory, stumble across it and watch it. But I don't know if that goes to public when it goes out of early access, or if it's the post on Patreon that just goes public with the link, but only public if you look in there. That's why I wanted to do it. Only a day's early access. I'd normally be doing it a bit longer early access than that, but I wanted to play around with it and try and figure out what it does. So we'll find out. Kenneth says dry nice, Chris. I think you mean probably very nice. Looks like a big one, just smaller. Yeah. Fox is asking Shane Youngs what scale the truck is, and it's 1/24th apparently. That's going to be quite big for a truck, yeah. Yeah, Shane says he's never made anything that big before. Yeah, the 1/6 bike that I did was, it was only a motorbike, so it's only that big, but it's massive scale, and the wheels are like that, whereas on 144 wheels are like that. So doing a different scale to what you normally do can be quite daunting, but it's also quite good fun. So yeah, I'm sure you when you get started on it, it's easier to just keep going, isn't it? But the first bit, just do a little bit. I assume it's a track before it starts with the engine or something, or the axles. But yeah. Right, Fox says the post on Patreon becomes public, and anyone can watch the link video. So yeah, that's what I figured it was working. But it wouldn't let me schedule the post in YouTube, which I used to be able. You can obviously post it to release to be public. It wouldn't let me do the schedule bit. I don't know why that was, but anyway. Right, I've got visitors. Oh, actually, you sit here for a half hour on your own, and then two of them come along at once.
No, I've been in for ages.
I've
just been sat here listening to you.
We've got Dad, Mike Mountain, and Vincent have turned up. So let's start with
hello.
Mike. Hello, Mike. How you doing?
Hiya, Chris. You all right, mate? Hi, Vince. Yeah, not so bad. I thought I may as well pop on rather than keep typing in the chat.
It's easier to talk than type, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could stop talking and just start typing in the chat twice, but that gets a bit boring. So yeah, I'll come back and talk to you in a minute. But hello, Vincent.
Hello.
Oh, he's got electricity and hot things.
Yeah, I'm about to burn myself any minute now.
Yeah, go on. Do it while we're watching. While I've locked on you. If you feel the need to burn yourself, let me know first, so I can make sure the camera's locked on you. It's always fun.
So you can enjoy it.
Right. Kenneth is saying that you look very angelic again tonight, Mike. He's always saying you look angelic. I'm not sure why. And he also says, show us your brush holder. I'm assuming he's just saying it's actual brush holder rather than being...
No, when I was making the Citadel hot holdy open thingy...
The gallows, yeah.
Yeah. And I had all my brushes all over the place, so I thought I'd make a little brush holder as well.
All right. So it's like the sort of samurai sword display thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it was on the workbench, wasn't it? So I thought I need to get it up. So I stuck a couple of magnets on it and I can just pop it on the shelf at the back now. So yeah. Nice. There you go, Kenneth. Showed you my brush holder.
There you go. And Kenneth's saying your room looks brighter, Vincent.
Must be the camera.
It does look a bit brighter, actually. I must admit. Yeah, and on your little camera picture, you haven't got new wallpaper or something?
Nope. I replaced a couple of the lights a while ago by brighter LED units, but that's about it.
Oh, don't know. Maybe that's it. I don't remember being able to see the things on your shelves as clearly without having them lit up, but it might just be me.
Does look brighter.
Yeah, hasn't changed though. It's been like that for a couple of weeks. But
oh well. Fox says that it's like a katana holder for brushes. Yeah, that's what I said.
Is it? I don't know. What's one of them?
It's like you see the Japanese sword display things that just got like two swords sitting on them on a pedestal thing. So
I'm with you.
They're at a moment's notice for you to pull out and snap it with or something.
That's it.
Fox is also saying that Vincent's hair seems to have gone all Depeche mode.
Oh god!
He's gone all. I thought he'd gone all shy, but he's moved it. It's not down there. It's moved it up there now.
Yeah, because you couldn't see what I was doing, because
dear. We've got another visitor as well. Well, we can't see his hair at all. We have Paul from Internet.
Paul.
I can subscribe.
Hello, darlings.
Yeah. You've stopped coughing then, have you?
At the moment, yes.
Good.
Can't guarantee I won't start coughing again in a minute.
Have you got your finger near the mute button or something, have you? Or
no, I'm just going to cough.
You seem to be locked in some sort of autofocus hell as well. It seems to be
that's good.
Going just in and out of.
Hang on.
In and out.
Just trying to. No, not there.
Oh dear,
that didn't work.
Yeah, I think Paul might have died.
Yeah.
Whose head are you painting now? I can't make out who it was.
It's this little fella who Vincent will probably know the name.
It's Ted, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Ted. No, it's I guess he's a field marshal or something. Blücher, the Prussian commander from Waterloo. because I've already done everyone's mate Nosy. Oh, Hugh Fraser there. Hello. And yeah, I figure I might as well paint someone live on the air. Nice like that.
Absolutely. Right. Shane Youngs is asking if there's a patent pending on the brush holder. Now you've shown it live on the internet, everyone's going to be copying your design.
I was watching Fox's stream on Sunday, and they were all put. Cy Reynolds and a couple of others popped up about knocking the glues over. So I've been busy posting them out since Sunday. Yeah, got a message off of Cy Reynolds. He got his today, so
cool. You should have saved them for Christmas.
Yeah, wrap them up, post them out.
All right, Fox is asking how Kenneth's doing today. Well, I hope, and he hasn't replied. And Fox says he's crashed. He's crashed. I think that was Paul. I think he's talking about Paul having crashed. But...
Kenneth had a little fall himself, so he's not been too good.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. he just said, I'm good, a little sore, but feeling better.
Yeah.
Hanging out with some friends and working on Gerald's base. Yeah, that's looking really nice. All lit up and shiny and swirly patterns and things on it. Yeah, I like the look of that. How long have you been building Gerald, Kenneth? It feels like a long time, but I know it probably isn't. And how much longer do you think it's going to take?
But it is big in its different.
It is massive and it is lovely. But yeah, have you been doing just that, or are you doing other things as well? I can't remember seeing much else from you.
He's been doing the Tiger Tank with me.
Oh, you've been doing Tiger Tank as well. All right, that's quite a
with tracks or with wheels.
It's the one with
putting wheels on it. Yeah, Kenneth doesn't like tracks.
Yeah, he's full interior on it, so we're doing it cut away as well.
Nice. I remember you talking about that. Now you mention it. Yeah.
Kenneth's gone one extra. He's actually got the figures to go in it as well.
Oh, cool.
He's going to paint. They're going to be perfect with eyes and everything.
Oh, aren't they? You know it, don't you?
I love
it. It's been a long time, but he's been doing lots of other things as well. And Fox says he's glad you're getting better, and say hi to Alex and apply the ear-based scritches. Right. So what are you doing then, Paul? I know you're painting a bust, but
yeah,
this is a world's first of
getting the
live painting.
Yes, I'm getting the base flesh tone down first.
It's all about the base.
Oh yes. See, Dad there being down with the kids. References.
So what's that base? Is it
Kislev flesh?
Kislev. I've got that one.
Yeah. I think a lot of people start dark with their base flesh tone, but I prefer working up from light. Strangely.
Okay. How long is it going to take you to paint
him? Depends. It's entirely possible I can get the entire thing done on the stream.
Well, you got about an hour. Well, about 3/4 an hour.
Yeah, hopefully I'll get most of it done then.
But the paint's got to dry.
The base coat has got to dry and be consistent, and that's the bit that's going to slow me up. I was hoping I could have had that done a bit earlier, but I was busy. Coughing.
Busy, you were eating
as well.
So, what you've been doing then, Vincent? I see you're doing with electricity. What is it?
The lighting for the nacelles on the Star Trek Enterprise I'm working on.
Okay, I assume they're moving.
Yeah, the spinny effect.
Oh, right, okay.
I won't actually put a rotating piece in it like you should, because I can't be bothered sourcing the parts. So I'm just going to have the lights chasing each other to create that illusion of a spinning effect.
Yeah. How many are you having down the end there?
10 that will be spinning around per nacelle, plus one central one.
Cool. Right. Fox says to me and Paul, a hairdryer for the win.
What's a hairdryer?
Why are you telling me? I haven't got anything to dry quickly, and Paul doesn't have hair, so he doesn't dry. Kenneth says, thank you, Fox. He loves your scritches, but he still hates Dad.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay.
So what is it you're working on at the moment then, Dad?
The what do you call him?
Don't know. You tell us.
I don't call him anything.
Foul
George.
Blightspawn. He was in the Conquest magazine this week.
Oh, right.
Oh, I called him Dave.
Yeah, he's quite big.
Yeah, he is.
Is he like a hero figure thing or something? Or
Not a clue, Chris.
no? Okay.
Don't know anything
But
about.
you've been getting the Conquest magazine. Has that not been teaching you all about the stuff?
It's got
No,
all
like,
writing and stuff.
Not
I just
read any of
You've got writing, but you're not even looking at the how to paint instructions, are you? You just. Oh, you are.
But it's got to have a bit of red on it. You see, that's the thing. I had to put some red on, and then
Okay.
I'll put it over. Yeah.
Fox tells you that clearly you need to butter Alex up with some suckable puppy treats.
I have done. It's in his Christmas box for him.
Well, there you go.
No.
It probably
So-
still won't work anyway.
Sooner or later, he'll like you. It's bound to happen.
Can't bite me now. He's got no teeth.
Well, that's why they've got to be suckable treats.
Plus he's in Melbourne and I'm over here.
Yeah, well, he might be. I don't know. He's had his teeth removed, so they might be packaging them up in some sort of biting device and posting them to you.
Kenneth's got them.
So I'd be careful when you open any boxes because they might jump out and bite you. I've given Kenneth ideas now. He's going to do.
Yeah.
No. Have you finished yet, Paul? Have you finished yet? I
Done.
want to go home.
Yeah, go bugger off. You are home.
Oh yeah. Don't you have to have him standing up for him to dry properly, or is he going to have a flat bit on the side of his face where you're laying him on the floor?
That'll be fine. There we go.
What's next then? Eyes? I always thought the eyes were you should start on the inside and work your way out.
Yeah, I've still not worked out how to do eyes.
I think the eyes on mine came out quite well. I was quite happy with those.
Yeah, for your first attempt, they came out lovely.
Yeah. Jamie Bones in saying hi everyone.
Hi, Jamie.
And Fox is asking, Dad, have you still not set your phone to auto lock yet? Even if he doesn't want it to auto lock, if he's got it over there, it's fine.
No, he kept telling me off in Manchester about that when we were there.
Well, if you're carrying it around, then yes, it should be auto locked. But if it's on a stand, then you probably don't want it to because you want it to be there and ready for it.
You sent me a text now. Lock me.
Oh dear. Right. So, what's been happening for everybody? Anything exciting happening during the week?
I've been coughing a lot.
Still.
Yeah, being ill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has not fucked off yet.
You had like 3 weeks off or something, didn't you?
2 weeks off and a week of holiday. Yeah.
So 3 weeks off then.
Yeah, basically. But I just wanted to make sure I wasn't off sick 3 weeks. But yeah, this chest infection has not left.
Oh dear.
Well, I think the infection itself's left. It's all the residual bollocks that's making.
Yeah.
Don't keep saying. Paul Fox is going to get all saying that it's because you're southern, you're weak, and
Yeah.
Yeah, shut up and paint the wang.
It's gonna come and you can tell.
He's still not painted the wang I got him.
No, I know. He's sent it specially up to him, and he's not even bothered putting it together yet.
Like you said, I think he's busy getting all the reference images from the internet.
I think he might be. I think he might be out taking his own reference images.
Or has he got a zoom? Has he got a really good zoom lens?
Yeah, macro.
I've got one of those now.
Yeah, I know you bought the same one I bought.
I know you know. The viewers don't.
The viewers don't. All 26
Right,
people that are
20
watching.
people are watching. I didn't know you were that popular.
I'm quite popular. Oh, there were more than that watching before you lot turned up.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, we were watching.
Yeah, exactly.
Fox says he's waiting for Ted to send him all his flesh tone videos.
Little macro
Is
lens on my
Is that
iPhone.
Ted's flesh tone? Because I don't want to watch those videos.
Nah.
If it's from Ted's library that he's accumulated over the years, then that's different. But if it's Ted's homemade flesh tones, then I'd rather not.
They might be. No, you're right. They won't be good.
No. Yeah, Fox says, ooh, yeah. So it's Black Friday tomorrow. Anyone out for any shopping bargains?
No, I've already attempted that and it didn't work.
You attempted it, yeah, but you attempted it on Thursday. That's why it's not going to work.
Yeah, but
It's not Black Thursday, is it? I know most shops have gone silly and doing it all week, but
yeah, but the one thing I'm interested in, Game have already done their discounts and it's not very good. So
no. But yeah, anyone in chat got any Black Friday deals that they want to look out for? And I assume, and you know, eModels have got their Black Friday deal starting at midnight tonight. Sale 10, I think.
something
Yeah.
like that.
I'm
It's
considering
okay.
buying a computer game, but other than that,
Any particular one or?
the latest Assassin's Creed, maybe.
Yeah, I've been looking at that. I might pick that up
Because
digitally.
yeah, it's
I'm surprised you've got that already.
it's 33% off, but Uplay has this thing where you can basically earn an in-game currency for achievements, right?
Yeah,
And I can cash in 100 of those. I have like 200. I can cash in 100 of those for another 20% off. It's actually
Really?
you
Pretty
can
good.
accumulate it.
but that's probably only PC, is it? Or
I think Uplay works for
Uplay works with lots of other things. I'm just going to have a look at my. I've got a Uplay account thing somewhere. I must have more. I got like 1,000 points. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I used to spend them back in the day to get like extra missions and in-game stuff, but then they brought that out, and I was like, I just save it up.
Now, apparently, I don't have the app. I thought I had the app, but apparently, I don't anymore. But I'll have to look at that. If that's going to give me more discount, then yeah, that'd definitely be one for slapping in my basket. Sorry,
basket.
Basket's what you say. It's a basket.
Going deliberately northern to appease the dodgy northerners.
Yeah, well, the masses are probably. I don't know. Where's everybody watching? Are you all watching from?
Mike's not northern.
Chances are they're going to be further north than I am, if they're in the UK.
Because technically, Mike's a farmer.
All right.
My lover.
Right. My lover. That's right.
Let's see. Fox isn't buying anything because he's skint. Jamie says it's all those Transformers you buy, Fox.
He doesn't buy those. He gets them free from eModels.
John says, I'm hoping HLJ have some MAK kits. I can't remember. That's not Macro.
Machine
and Krieger.
Yeah, that's the one.
The stuff I wanted to buy at Telford, but it was all rubbish, so I didn't.
No, nothing.
Fox is saying it's not the Transformers, it's just all the bills he has to pay. Shane Young says, yes, he's looking for the 124th Fiat Abarth 131 rally car from eModels. And Fox is saying he's from the north. Darren's from the south. Shane's from Lowestoft in Suffolk.
Is that
Kenneth from the east. He's not. He's from the other side of the planet. Might be the east of foreign land, but yeah. Jamie Bone says Somerset, the north. Sprue says good evening, ladies and gentlemen. He obviously missed out on the question. He came in too slow. Borry says the south. Jamie Bone says, sorry, south. Ickle Pete's the Midlands. And Model Making Guru says the Mission Krieger thing that everyone else already said. Mark Scale Model says meals on the Wirral.
Mel's. It's not Meals, it's Mel's.
No, it says meals.
No, it's Mel's. It's just down the road from me. It's posh there, Chris.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mark's from the posh place.
Posh
Why
place.
has it got an O in it then?
Eh?
Why has it got an O in it if it's Mel's?
Because that's the way it goes. Oop, north.
They can't spell.
Fox says that he had that once, but he got some pills and it sorted it out nicely. Mel's on his Wirral. Shane says 100 north down the A12 to me. If you go north, that's not down, that's up, isn't it? It's up the A12. I'm rubbish at geography. I don't even know where the A12 is. I assume it goes north.
A12's Essex, I think, is that?
That's not really north then, is it?
I think there's somewhere else.
That's off to the side, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's for us. Have a look.
Ray's in. Ray from Malta.
Hey, hi, Ray.
He says, hello, Dad, my friend, but he doesn't say anything to the rest of us. That's fine. We understand. It's fine, Ray.
Okay, I can ban him.
All, yeah. It's only my channel. It's fine. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
The A12, I was right. The A12 was in Romford.
Darren says, "Yep, east-west." I don't understand that.
Oh, shit.
Then Ray says, "Hi, Chris, my friend." Oh, hi, Ray. Fox says, "I live precisely where Ted and/or Dad stop on the way to E-models. Only when they're picking you up."
Yeah.
Darren says, "A12."
I assume he doesn't live actually on the A12 because that'd be quite dangerous.
Well, probably not in the middle of it, but maybe off to one side of it.
Maybe
Central
one of those
reservation.
lighthouses like they have in China.
Yeah.
It might be under a flyover or something.
I did see a picture of, I think it's somewhere in either China or Japan, of some apartment building that's got a local metro train line running through the middle of it.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's Japan. I think. Yeah.
Is that? I keep seeing those videos of the,
Oh, no, it's
like the
China.
market that's over the train lines, and when the train comes, they'll just move to the side very, very marginally.
Oh yeah, this
Like
I've
3
seen stuff.
millimeters wide for the train to get past. Mark says, "What were they? I need some model making guru."
We all need some model
Oh, the
making.
tablets. I got yeah, tablets to get rid of his medals.
Patch up.
Right. How you doing, Paul? You finished yet?
Yeah.
I see you've done some hair.
Something greatly exciting about effectively doing a deliberate speed paint. Normally all the patching up I do as I go, I've got to kind of do it a lot quicker.
Fox is asking, "Are you using a wet palette, Paul?"
Nah.
According to, yeah.
Are you taking it out of the pot?
No, I'm using a damp brush.
And you're putting paint all over your mat?
Not all over my mat, just in the corner.
I can see it all over your mat.
Not all over my mat, Chris.
All over your mat.
Look. Well, there's
There's bits there. Look, bits there. A big bit there.
yeah, that's my working palette.
Fox says, "Sadness."
Yeah, my brush is damp. So
Is it
it's
damp or is
effectively
it
killing the
moist?
paint when I'm working in tiny quantities. I've tried it thinned and it doesn't give me the effect I want.
No, see, he
Sounds
thought this
good.
through, Fox. He's not just doing it because he's lazy. Nobody just does that like that. That's why I didn't use. I used the gold straight out of the pot because I wanted it nice thick gold. He didn't want to thin it. Fox says, "There goes another kitten." I think every time you take paint out of the pot, it kills a kitten. Apparently. Was
you
that just a
painted the heads
pile of
on?
heads you had on your bench there?
Well, Chris?
I wasn't watching. You just have a pile of heads on your bench.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bit creepy.
Only a little bit.
Have you ordered some more net yet?
Yes, I have. Well, I've told him send me a mixed batch of stuff, and so he will at some point.
Does he do the heads on his website, Paul?
Not on the website, no. But I emailed him and I was nice to him, so
Oh, right.
I ordered a batch more for myself and for Christopher.
Yeah, he might have sort of mentioned that he might have been getting some heads. Did I want some? So I didn't really have a choice.
And you could have said no.
No, I did say no, and then you told me that you were going to get them anyway.
I don't remember that. I think
I remember that. Is that a fire behind you, Dad, or is it meant to be there? That's all right. It's in a jar. It's fine.
Handle.
I was just checking. I just saw the flickering fire, and I thought, "Oops, he's on fire."
Help!
But it's okay.
Just for the record, I'm checking the conversation I had with Chris earlier about the heads.
You're checking, okay?
Yeah.
You probably edited it.
Yeah.
Fox says, "In other news, I was looking at Bob Ross paints and things today. Holy pants, that stuff is not cheap.
Yeah, proper artists. Or
He's got his own branded stuff as well.
It's his son, I think, isn't it? Bob Ross.
Yeah, the only thing that's probably worth buying that's Bob Ross related is the Magic White, because then you haven't got to piss around mixing the oil paint and the linseed oil.
I'm aware of Bob Ross. I've watched a couple of bits, but I haven't gone into him in a big way like you lot seem to have.
No, well, when I was in the midst of the worst of the chest infection, fever dreams, and misery, and being awake in the middle of the night, I was watching Bob Ross videos on YouTube because it was about the only thing I could face, and it was lovely and made me quite happy.
You got hair envy, haven't you?
Yeah. Yes.
You know we can't actually see what you're doing as well.
Spare heads. How many do you want? 4, he said.
Yeah. After I'd said none, don't make me get any.
No, you didn't.
I did in my
please
mind.
get me more because I want to learn the ancient art of drawing scary eyes on things.
I've got one more to do over there. I've got Sharpie.
Oh yes.
And then I've got the big giant Terminator one that still scares me.
Nah, that's fun.
Yeah, but it's huge and quite nice and scares me.
Well, if it goes horribly wrong, film it, and then stick it in a really big thing of Dettol and send it to me, and I'll do it.
No, mine. I'm doing it. You could have bought your own if you wanted to.
I don't want one enough. I don't want one that much.
I got Robert De Niro frightening me to death here. I've got him in primer, but
Lovely. Right, so I need that brush.
got to start yet.
That brush.
Fox says no, his son is not involved. I used to paint years and years ago. Would be fun to get back into it one day.
I could have sworn his son was doing the all the licensing and the effectively the management of all his
Yeah, I thought he was.
image rights and stuff.
After he passed away, yeah.
Who passed away? What?
Bob Ross.
Bob
Did he?
Ross? Yeah.
He's been dead for donkey's years.
Has he? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So he hadn't got any new stuff out then.
Because his son took over his
No, he's not
TV
like too
show
bad.
instead.
See, that was a joke for about 3 people, though.
Yeah. Jamie says, Dad, that sounded like a West Country accent.
It is. I've been up here for 30-odd years now. I've not lost it.
Which is why he gets car tires and copper pipe all the time.
Wow.
Sergeant Bones is in. He says, "Oi."
Oh, yeah,
Dark?
Kenneth says, eyes are scary to paint. It's just that the figure looks like they're scared after I paint the eyes.
Yeah.
Maybe they are. Maybe all the figures you get are just scared.
They're in shock at your genius, Kenneth.
Yeah, we
Big git.
yeah, it's not fair. It's when you paint the leather work and we actually think it's actually leather. Fox says no, his son vanished off the face of the earth. Many Reddit threads and stuff wondering where he went. No internet presence. May possibly be a karate tutor now.
Interesting.
All right.
Yeah. Sergeant Bones found where he was hiding finally. And then Fox says, "Where is Sergeant?" But oh, never mind.
Yeah. Where's the bell?
Yeah. Have you finished yet, Paul?
Yeah.
I can't see what you're doing. You're off camera. Come this way a bit. Come this way a bit. Or move the camera. That'd be the other option.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. He's got hair and eyebrows now. You haven't done the eyes yet.
No, not yet. No
Do
point.
the eyes. Got to do the eyes first. The eyes
No.
first, because they're on the inside.
No.
Hair last, because that's on the outside. That's
the very last. Well, it's not the very last thing I'm going to do.
What are you doing now?
I'm putting down the bait, the sort of the. Oh,
That's better.
right, if I put that where I need it to be, that's where I'm going to work.
Wait, yeah, move the camera to where you're working. Up a bit. Up a bit. Up a bit more. Left a bit. Up a bit. Right a bit. Up a bit more. Right a bit.
Bloody difficult. Hang on.
Yeah, keep the light on.
Right there. All right. Let's see if I can stick there.
Right.
So yeah, I'm putting the base sort of darker bits around the edges.
What are you using for that?
More paint.
What colour paint?
Cadian flesh tone.
Okay.
It's all sitting.
So
Everything's
you're just slapping it on, or what?
in the areas I want to do, so in all the creases in the shadows and
Yep.
up under his nose there.
That's a big brush, though.
Oh no, I don't need a small one at the moment because I'm just putting in the stuff into the shadows and the creases, and then I'll pick the highlights back out and start blending in some more.
Fox says he was a Bob Ross tutor, but vanished off the list after Ross died. Some think he didn't like the way the business was being run and fell out, but no one knows what happened to Peapod the squirrel.
Got a fair idea after this amount of time what happened to the squirrel.
Kenneth says you're all far too easy to impress. I just stick paint to plastic and manage to get it in the right places. And Fox says, Kenneth, we can't all be made of talent and have all the Instagrams, you know. Yeah, Kenneth's got an Instagram thing that's got lots of followers on it, so go and join him.
He never tells anyone about it, though.
No, he's very, very modest about it, and yeah. I can never remember what it is, though. I follow him, but I can't remember what it is. I'm sure someone will know what it is. Go and follow him again. If you get any more followers, Kenneth, I want 50%.
What is it? Let's see.
It's a strange that he doesn't.
Loss, I think, isn't it?
It's Crocodile Dundee.
About bullocks or something, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Painting Boulos or
Instagram's not going to load up now, so it's got other people. You haven't posted anything in the last 10 minutes, so it's not on my feed. I don't know. Can't find it now.
sure it's Painting Boulos.
Something like that, but it's got an underscore in it somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I found Mike Mountain Mick.
Have you? That's it. Like.
I already follow it because it's come up. He's showing you his bust. Little dude.
He's done it. Painting _ Boulos.
And the big red thing and your gallows thing. And I don't know. Kenneth obviously hasn't been posting recently because it's not appearing on my feed. Maybe it's because he hasn't finished.
But he's put it in chat anyway, so.
There we go. Yeah, painting bollocks. Bullos. Yeah. Jamie Bone says, has anyone seen the new Warhammer 40k Space Marine Hero single figure boxes? Don't know.
Oh, the blind boxes. They've had.
It's a thing that's coming over from Japan, isn't it? Because they've been doing it for a while in Japan.
Oh, right. They're like a special mystery box thing.
Yeah.
Fox has put up a proper link to Kenneth's Instagram.
Oh, wow. That's it now. You've got over 2,000 now.
Yeah, I definitely want 50% of all your followers. Find me. Fox has one of those boxes. What's in it?
Yeah, open it. Go on.
Open it live on camera. Oh, no, you're not on camera.
Yet.
Yeah, it'll probably turn up in 10 minutes when we're getting ready to shut down and go and say, you should be here for another 4 hours. You got to leave people wanting more. You can't, I won't outstay my welcome. I did see that the viewers went up to 30 and it's gone down to 29 again now. No, it's back up to 30 again. It's obviously come back. Jamie says he got brother Titus Fox. Oh, that was the one that Fox had a box of all of them, didn't he, or something? You know, a box of all of them and open them all, and they all looked like they were the same, but they weren't. I vaguely remember.
No, that's basically all Warhammer. With the
It might have been, yeah.
individuals. They all look the same.
So what are you doing now, Paul? You're putting highlights on.
Yeah, I'm just gradually bringing the highlighted areas back into highlighty colour.
No pressure, Paul.
No pressure at all. We're just watching.
I don't expect it will get finished.
Okay, but you haven't been playing with oil paint, though?
No, well, I've tried and I couldn't yet. It didn't work as well as I wanted it to, so I've...
He says, I swear one day we'll see Chris and Fox playing some 40k. I haven't got anything. I've only got like one thing and another thing, and that's it. I haven't got an army or any will to get an army. Dad's got more
I
than
doubt
me.
Chris will ever play it, but
Dad's got all the bits. He'll go and play.
Who was?
You have. You've got all the bits. You're collecting the weekly thing, aren't you?
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Well, there you go. You got all the things. They'll all be red, but he's got them all.
That's a good little one off of Amazon. It's only $6.99. An orc truck.
Did you put wheels on it? Should it have trucks?
No, it came with wheels. But it comes with 6 orcs as well.
that's good.
So for 6.
Is that the new speed racy thing or something?
No, it's an old one. It's a really old kit. It's the old Revel one, I believe.
Oh right.
So I thought, well, can't turn that down. £6, $6.99. So
Aviad says, for now, Chris, for now, you got the first taste. That's all it takes. I just don't feel the need for them. I'm sorry, but yeah, they're quite nice to build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said that.
Just start
I
to see
said
shading coming into his face a bit.
Wait, sorry, hang about. I'll click on you. There you go.
Fox's fault.
So even though I painted his tash, it's disappeared back into the flesh colours. But
So you shouldn't have bothered painting it yet. Like when I said, do the hair last.
yeah, but it's only really the edges of the hairline, the eyebrows, and the tash that are going to need to be picked back out again. But,
Nah.
so I'll start adding some more shades into that now.
Cool.
More
Fox
depth.
says, me you will, maybe, although I've got no idea how I would film at my local store. And Sergeant Bones tells me I've got kind of a squad, can play a quick game with that. I've got one little flying thing and one little tank thing that isn't built yet. I don't think I'd last very long in a squad. Aviad says to Fox that he'll be in the UK next year. We'll get a game going. There you go.
There's only one way to find out whether you'd last long. Play.
Yeah, but I wouldn't, because no.
Nah, me neither. I say it's one of those things where the actual painting of the stuff appeals, but the gameplay can't be bothered.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Same
So,
here.
some of us are stronger than others. We don't have to get sucked in and play the games.
Correct.
Oh, Vincent's got the hot thing out again. Is he going to stab himself with it?
We can only hope.
Wait, we're watching.
Shit, did I say that out loud?
No, it's fine. He didn't notice.
Well, I'm about to solder in the last LED.
I'm waiting to see if you think his hair might catch fire.
That'd be awesome. Dramatic, memorable live stream.
It'd take a long time for us to get there as well. Put it out.
I'd send TK. It'd be fine.
Yeah, that'd be all right. Aviad, Fox is saying that he's got nowhere to play other than a store, and Aviad says Warhammer World. You probably get a game there, I should think. Right, so you're doing a darker colour again now.
Yep. Bit of Carrierberg Crimson.
Oh, real dark, proper red.
Yep.
Down a bit.
Deepening.
Down a bit.
There we go. So there we go. It's deepening the shadows a bit in his.
It looks like he's got a skull cap on.
Yeah. Well, I'll fix that at some point. So I don't really. The way I do it, I don't really follow a sort of a pattern of how I'm layering on the color. I sort of add as I go and then fix. It's fun.
Okay. The brush that you're brushing away with, is that the same brush you've been using all the time?
This brush, this knackered old one here,
Yeah.
is the same brush I've been using for all of the blending work.
All right. And you haven't been cleaning it in between?
No, can't bother.
Okay.
But I'm using this. It's a shitty old cheap Humbrol brush to do the basic stuff, and then I'll go in with.
We can't see any of that because you're too high.
Oh, stupid.
You're not as good at this filming stuff. You need to practice and film stuff.
And then I've got a 2-0 brush for some of the more detail, and then there's a 10-0 somewhere on my desk for the real precision detail work.
Yeah, I'm going to need to get some really tiny ones.
Did you not get any in Telford?
Not the tiny. I've got the big ones. I bought
Oh,
a load of big ones at Telford. I didn't get the tiny ones.
So I bought that pack of 50, so I can give you some 10s and stuff.
Okay, that's the cheap way of doing it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's no point you buying loads then.
I wasn't going to buy loads. I was going to.
Yeah, but I can give you them for free. It's even better.
Yeah, that's cheaper.
Free or links to your Patreon.
But it might mean that you end up giving me lurgies as well. So
Well, just don't lick them. It'd be fine.
wait until you feel better, and then wash them, and then let me know.
I'm not contagious anymore, Chris. Don't worry.
You sure?
Yeah.
He got shot at that at Telford.
Yeah.
gave it all away. Fox says the Army Painter Mega Brush Set. You know, it makes sense. I've been looking at it.
They are lovely brushes, but me giving him free ones is even easier.
Yeah, but you know, someone needs to buy me something for Christmas. So.
Yeah.
You guys got railroads and stuff. Says Aviad. Is that because Fox was saying he can't travel?
We've got them. They just don't work very well.
Yeah.
Right. So back onto the Kislev flesh to start picking out his cheeks again.
Do his eyes. Do his eyes.
I will at some point, don't
No,
worry.
do his eyes because we're going to be going soon. We've only got a quarter of an hour left. I want to see you do his eyes.
I'm not. Well, the thing is, I can block in the colour of the eyes,
Yeah. Okay.
but that's all I do because I've still not finished the face, and because of the way I blend the colours, I'd ruin the eyes. So that's why I leave the eyes till near the end.
Fox says ruined. I'm not sure why. And he says wait. Saved. Don't know.
Yeah.
Getting there. Now, if only this was, being recorded, we could see a before and after shot.
Grace, I think you'll find it is being recorded.
Yeah, but you don't do recorded
to give your
videos.
channel some much needed, interesting content.
Interesting content. When's that coming in?
See what I did there?
No. I wasn't watching. Wasn't paying attention.
Not us.
Fox says that it's a Bob Ross Twitch stream joke, apparently.
Oh, yes.
Nobody got it.
I understand it because I've watched lots of Bob Ross, and you get to the point where he's made this amazing picture and it looks incredible, and then he just goes Pah! And just basically just ruins it, and then suddenly it looks lovely again. In fact, I could probably Bob Ross the hell out of this face quickly, but I'm not gonna. By splashing some.
Have you put a link up and it blocked him? But I've released it. Around the same price as the Army Painter, but apparently better quality. Yeah, Rosemary and Co.
Now I've gone too dark.
Okay, I'll have a look at that later. Actually, I won't have a look at it later because I'll forget.
Look at it now.
I don't know what happens if I click on it now. It might break everything.
I'll keep your bloody.
I can open the tab in a new window. That'll do.
Yeah.
I think. The miniature brush set.
Last time I was on a stream with you, when it ended, you just logged off and left us all.
I did. I pressed the wrong button. I must remember to click not the hang up button. Click the stop broadcast button.
Yeah.
They're the same color. That's the problem. You see. I shall have a look at that link soon, Javier. Thank you.
But yeah, Chris, I would recommend watching a couple of Bob Ross videos just for out of sheer curiosity, because they are fascinating.
I'm sure I've seen his stuff before in the past, but never really paid attention to it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm aware of him, but not that I can quote him.
No. So it's this sort of the way he just kind of goes, yeah, blah, 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 couple of big paintbrushes. Here we go. Here's a picture. It's amazing.
Well, that was the same as Rolf Harris and Tony Hart, wasn't it?
Indeed.
They always did the whole just slapping stuff on, and it's rubbish, and then there's just that one little stroke, and it all just comes together, and you can see exactly what everything is.
Yeah, I hate people who do that.
Yeah. Nevbo model making's in. Quick, everyone say hello. Nevbo model.
To who?
Nevbo model making. That's
Hello.
Andrew. I want to say Andrew. It might be Simon. I'm confused.
Yeah. Hello,
You
e-models.
e-models build people.
Have you got a camera? Come and join us. We shall heckle you.
He hasn't got a link to the thing, but no.
Okay.
If Paul can Bob Ross that had with a 2-inch almighty brush and alizarin crimson, I will be impressed. I think he means head.
Hang on. Did that do, Fox?
And Fox says it's Andrew. Yeah, if you can just continue painting with that, Paul, that'd be fine. Yeah. Fox says it's Andrew, and Andrew says it's Andrew as well. So I think it's probably Andrew. I was right the first time, you see.
Hello, Simon. Nice to meet you.
And Fox is asking, have you never watched Bob Ross? I've not recently, no. But I'd say I'm aware of him, but I'll go. Apparently he's got a channel. It's fine.
Yeah, Bob Ross, youtube.com/Bob Ross, most likely.
Probably it's around there somewhere, isn't it?
But yeah, well, just watch it.
Andrew says he likes the head painting.
Oh, thank you, mate. I'm sure I'll love whatever video.
We can't see much of it because you keep going too high on the camera. But
yeah, sorry. It's because I've got to have it near my face so I can see what I'm doing. See what I'm doing badly.
I need to watch all the Bob Ross, apparently, says Fox. How much is it? How long have I got?
There are several hundred episodes.
I'm off work tomorrow.
They're 28 minutes each, so it's 28 minutes. Something like that.
Yeah, there's a couple of hundred of them, so it won't take you long.
So probably not tomorrow then.
Well, yes. Watch one in bed tonight.
Fox says go from season 2 when the sound is better.
Yeah, see,
and he also says there's 403 episodes.
That's 397 more than there are of the Falcon.
Jamie Bone just said, you mean 6, Fox.
Jamie Bone, congratulations. You just won a gross model sticker. Send Chris your address.
No, Paul sent him out. You can send a Team Electron as well.
I haven't got any gross model stickers.
Why not?
I've got gross models himself. Why would I need a sticker?
Aviad says watching Fox do a gunk wash is kind of Bob Rossy.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, it is kind of the same sort of thing. It's just pile it all on, see what happens.
Slap it on, you mean?
Right. No, I was trying not to violate Ted's copyright.
It's not copyright. I put it in my latest video.
And actually, yeah, Games Workshop. On Games Workshop has used it a few times, so you can start to see a bit more.
There's definitely some shadow and fading and
stuff. I don't know why this one's. Maybe it's just because I'm doing it on camera and feeling the pressure slightly, but it's a little bit trickier to get it quite right. Because Wellington, I did in about 90 minutes. And I fucking love him. He's my absolute favourite one I've done. He just came out. His eyes are a little bit. Yeah. His eyes are a little bit dodge, and as Mike might have pointed out, he does look like he's having a piss. He's got that sort of look of.
There is that sort of sigh of contentment. Yeah.
Yeah, he was just an absolute joy to paint. It was really nice and good.
Is he absolutely finished now? He's done. That's it.
Yes.
No more anything.
Yeah, the on most of these, when they've got like a hat or a big collar or something, that's basically just an afterthought for me. It's all about the face. Because they're just heads. It's not really.
Yeah, I'll get that.
But yeah, going back to another one, Morgan Freeman, or a man who looks suspiciously like Morgan Freeman but isn't due to copyright infringement.
Yeah, I think that's probably it.
And that's the first time I've painted anything other than white skin. So actually working on African skin was a real challenge to get the blends right and get the shades right, because the only paints I've got for that are the AK browns, and they're designed for skin and leather and things like that, but they are super matte. So it's really difficult to get any sort of natural gloss and shine on them.
Do you do anything like a gloss, not a gloss coat, but any varnishing?
I've done it's dependent. So on Wellington, I've put on most of them. I've put a bit of Games Workshop hard coat on the eyes to get some shine on the eyes, and then just on a few like real highlight points. So like on right on the top of the cheekbones and a couple of places on the brow and stuff. I've added just tiny bits just to get a little reflection. But I don't do a full gloss or anything like that.
So I would watch you do a video on it, but you know.
Well, the problem is working on it. I've got my space helmet of seeing on at the moment, so I can see what I'm doing, and I need it really close to my face so I can actually do it. So filming it's a real pig.
Yeah, but you might be able to do it now. You've got that clip-on camera thing. Can you paint while it's on, and you can look at the screen rather than looking at the thing, and it'll be nice and big.
The thing with that is I was actually trying that to try and keep it in focus on the screen, and I find you kind of have to come in almost horizontally because it's so close. I can't.
Yeah, I know.
Because I want to be like that.
No, right, okay.
So that I'm working with my fingers
so
almost against it.
Because it's a macro lens, you can't get close to it, but you're getting too close to getting the brush.
Yeah.
You want a special brush that's like got a right angle lens on it.
Yeah. Give Mike half an hour, he'll made one.
Yeah. Just file the end off a paintbrush and bend the end around 90 degrees, and then you can use it to go in at the side. That's right.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Fox says, even though Paul used potato techniques with maximum triggering, that looks exceptionally awesome.
See, Foxy babes, I know what I'm doing. I
wouldn't go that far.
Well, I've got a rough idea of what I'm doing, yeah. Because the thing is, I have legitimately tried working with the thin Citadel paints to sort of do it proper, like with two thin coats and everything, but it just hasn't given me the effect I've wanted.
Maybe it does, but you haven't been. Might need more than two thin coats. You might need 3 or 4 thin coats, so you haven't given it the time.
That's the thing, because you're blending the colours in. It sort of doesn't lend itself to multiple sort of single pass layers like you would with other stuff. But like I say, I deliberately work with a damp brush because it keeps the paint just that little bit wetter and easier to blend. This brush isn't damp, the blender, as it were. But
does it blend? Yeah.
Yes, but the shitty brush is damp. Get a bit more in there. It's actually too shadowy there.
Fox says you take the tash off that dude, and he's almost Grand Moff Tarkin.
Oh yes. Put the tash back on, and he's Ted.
Yeah, very nearly. Well, you're not going to finish him live on the stream, are you? Because you know.
What?
You're not going to finish live on the stream. You've got eyes to do yet, and you're not.
Yeah, I don't think I will.
Kenneth says he uses a bit of chewed up stick as a brush. Yeah, and make it look amazing. See, that's it. And Fox says, when is Paul going to do a full figure?
Which, as in at this size?
I don't know. Well, you did the warrior girl thing. That was not legs,
several in my stash. I've got Scotty at the Viking, which I just haven't got around to yet.
I think Fox might be having a stroke or something. He said, Kenneth, I thought you painted with Ricks or Rock's Eve or Rock's Even. Aviad says it's actually a kind of cool style, almost like using acrylic like oils. Looks great.
Yeah, that's kind of how I've developed it, basically, because I want to be able to blend the acrylic so you don't get that harsh sort of clear line between the two shades.
Yeah.
So it means working fast and working slightly damp.
But I mean, it's still not a full figure, and she ain't got any legs.
No, she's got a box though. Yeah.
Have you got any full figures with legs?
Yeah. I've got some full figures, but the one I'm about to show you is a bit tiny. Little tiny man.
He's got legs yet. So yeah, there you go, Fox. He's done full figures. Look, see.
He's only 35 mil though. He's a little fecker. Although I have actually done a couple of 75 mil full figures. with added bum. There we go. And still my favourite.
Yeah, that's a bit too big to go in the camera.
Yeah, I'll zoom out. See the zoom?
Fox is saying, Paul, maybe you'd enjoy oils. You can apply them thinly so they don't take weeks to dry.
Yeah, it's just actually getting them to sort of.
John's going. He's got to paint some camo on an F-105 Thunder Chief. So, bye, John. Thanks for coming in, and happy Turkey Day.
But yeah, I've got oils. I deliberately went out and bought some a week or two ago. I have tried again, but it's just not clicked yet. So I need to practice some more at some point.
Kenneth says, "Awesome work, Paul. You underrate your skill."
Thank you, Kenneth. Love you. What else do I need to do with this bugger?
You got to do the eyes.
Yeah, I'll block the eyelid.
Block the eyes in, and then we'll go.
If I don't, does that mean we stay all night?
No, we're going to go anyway. But I'd rather see the eyes done first, because then the eyes will be done. So we'll sit and watch Paul do the eyes.
I'm not going to do the
say good night, everybody.
I need that brush.
Fox says you can apply them exactly the same way. Just paint a tiny dot and then fluff it around and spread it out and blend it all in.
I'm not doing any fluffing on the internet.
Not anymore. Not unless he gets paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the eyeballs going in, yeah?
Yeah.
Someone said something about not using white. You should use an off-white or something. But
yeah, I'm not.
Kenneth says he doesn't love you, Paul. Sorry, but you do have nice hands, though, apparently.
No, I'll take that as close as I'll get. That'll be all right.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. See, I fucked up.
Broken it now, haven't you? You've broken it.
Yeah,
Pressure.
You've ruined it for me.
The pressure. You couldn't take the pressure.
Nah. Tidy it up. Problem is, I'm probably going to have to try and finish this tonight just to satisfy my own.
Well, when you do, put some pictures up everywhere. Everyone can find things on the Boom Hut and stuff. They all know where that is.
There we go.
There we go. Now he's Ghost Ted.
Yeah. He's not far off being what I could call done skin tone wise, and then for the hair I'd block back in that relatively dark grey. I've gone for JJ Mecha Color Phantom Grey. Because it's a nice I mean it's quite a blue grey looking at it directly.
Fox is telling you to spin the brush, make a point.
With this brush, no chance.
Yeah, that wouldn't spin because it's a bent. Yeah, that's actually a curly one for going in under the lens.
Oh yeah, that's true. But yeah, that's the other funny thing. I don't use like nice brushes to do this. Actually, I know. Let's have a bit of fun. Bit of aged white on my brush. I can't be bothered fishing out the dry brush.
Trouble is, you want to grey them at the roots, really, not the tops.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I can go back in with the lighter colours for the greys quite easily.
Kenneth says he don't want to lead you on or anything. That's why he's not saying he loves you.
That's fair enough. It's honesty. It's good.
Yeah. I'm sure he would if he met you.
Little bit of grey detail in the hair now.
Yeah, but little things like that really make it pop and make it more real.
Yeah, because that was going back to Wellington. That was one of the things I really was happy about, the way I managed to get.
Yeah, the darker in the shadows and
a sort of a sense of shade and shadow in the hair quite nicely.
Yeah,
and obviously, yeah, the fact he looks like he's in the middle of having a pee, which is brilliant. Actually, you know what?
I don't know, because you're holding it off camera again.
No, it's because I've got it right up close to the magnifier. Once I block back in his tash and his eyebrows, I ain't far off done, you know.
Fox says maybe a wash in the eyes to collect around the eyelid at top and bottom, giving it depth. Yeah, and you've got to put a little bit of pinky red in the centre, like a tear duct.
Yeah. I'll give that a go, Foxy. See what happens.
Yeah,
If it
very
goes
subtle.
wrong, if it goes wrong, we all know whose fault it is.
I'm not sure why.
Actually, I need to wash that brush first.
Okay. Well, Paul's not going to finish on camera, so we'll find some pictures of it later at some point. But I think we're going to call it a night there because it's been the more than the hour and a half, 90 minutes of advertised showtime. So I'm not paying any of these guys overtime. So
you shouldn't have advertised it as 90 minutes, Chris, because now we're bound to go over every time.
Yeah, that's true. But you know, well, you haven't been here 90 minutes. You came in late, so
Fair enough.
right. So thanks everybody for joining me. Thanks for Vincent, Dad, and Paul.
No worries.
You're welcome, Chris.
And thanks for everybody that's been in watching. 28, 29, 23 of you. So yeah, you're all going now. So yeah, thank you all, and see you again next week when it will be me and possibly some other people as well. You never know. You never know who's going to turn up. That's what makes these things fun, isn't it? If it is just me for the first half hour, I'll find something to talk about. I'll have something planned, so it won't be quite as abstract as tonight. So yeah, thank you all. Thanks for Fox for being in the chat and moderating the chat. Not that it needs to be moderating. You're all nice people in there, aren't you?
He's got to keep Aviad under control.
Absolutely, yeah. Kenneth does say he uses a little bit of red with a lot of water and removes most of it for the brush for the eyes. So a very, very watered down red, just to add that depth. Yeah, so good night, everybody. Now it's the big stop broadcast button down the bottom I want to click in it, not the one that just makes me leave.
Yeah.
Right, so thanks for watching, thanks for joining me, and see you next week. Well, see you Sunday night for the Warhammer thing, but this thing next week, yeah. Bye.
Bye.